Hi guys, Charlie Tango 1 here. I'm just doing a follow-up of a video I done the other day in relation to this rod, as we all know what these ferrous things and what I've also done is I thought I'd do a little boil test on this this little feast stove. I've made as you've gathered on the other previous videos, I made a small one, but I just wondered if I could go any smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this up, and while that's hopefully going to boil, I'm going to go through a few steps with this thing again that seems to be causing quite a lot of controversy with a few people. Excuse me now, I've still got this strep throat and it's terrible. I've been to the doctors, I'm on antibiotics and everything else, like, you know. Right, let's fire this thing up first, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm going to turn this round a little bit and drop it down a bit so we can see what we're doing. Now the pot I had, you recall me showing you this pot. Ooh, let's get down there again. You recall me showing you that little pot, nice little thing, and I was quite impressed with that. I did get a boil from it, so it's not a problem. And then I thought, I wonder if I can go down any smaller, because I'm still getting the flames come up around the side of the pot, and I'm trying to get them so they stay on the bottom of the pot. So when I was down the old superstore the other day, or Asda's, Walmart you call it over there, don't you? And I see this. Well, actually, when I was picking up my prescription, I found this this little stuff here. It's I think it's a woman's. It's a deodorant. That's what it is. Anyway, I looked at that and then I thought, do we recognise these? You know, sort of inhalers. Well, I've got one of these empty, which the wife is on. This is a short one, but they come a little bit longer. So I thought, I reckon that'll go in that little. I reckon that'll go in there. So I thought, well, I'll try that. So when I looked at it, I thought it seems to fit quite well. So I think I went round twice with a wick. So I've got quite a bit there. Anyway, I've already fueled it up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire it up, put the water on, and while that's hopefully boiling, go into that. I've repeated myself again, haven't I? Yeah, keep doing that. Right, let's get it going then. Yeah. Right, that's that going. I'm going to put it over there a little bit. It's still in camera shot, isn't it? Yeah. Now this is my percolator jug. Now I've filled it. It's above here, so it's there's more than a cupful there. And now let's put this on there. And that actually does sit now on the bottom of that. Excuse me. On the bottom of the jug. So of course it was juggling around to measure that right, so it sat down on there. I thought, well, I won't put a lid on it, because I'm using the lid I got for this thing, this demonstration or review, whatever. Right, now let's get on with it. Yeah. Oh, it's time. Yeah, I'll just put that on. It's bang on 10 to 6 in the evening. Right. Okay then. Let's see what happens there then. That little the little pot. I filled it with some meths. It sunk it down, which is obviously soaked up by the wick, and then I filled it up again. So that's what it's got in it. Now this was attached to this thing, if you recall. So this is the cheap China version, that's what it is. I see a video the other last night in fact about this. I'm not in camera shot here, am I? I have to keep looking at that to make sure I'm in. That's it. And the chap was showing me about this, and it appears a lot of these that you see online, they're all, I mean, don't get me wrong, China, they can knock out some good stuff, but amongst that, I think the bad outweighs the good. So anyway, this video I saw, and this chap, he he actually showed me what it's called. I've tried to salvage the wrapper because I ordered one, and it came, I think, yesterday or this morning. And this is what the wrapper looks like, and it's in the UK. So let's just get it. I'll get it there, and I'll stand it there for a minute so you can freeze it if you want, pause it and have a look at it. I'm not covering anything up with my hand here, that's just holding the bit of paper on, look. Alright, so, and it's called, what's it called? That's it, Magnesium Fire Starting Tool. 100 of fire started. Now this is the one, although they're made in the United States, this is the one that the army do actually use. So we're going to have a little demo here. Chinese one. Doan it's called, it's D-O-A-N, Doan. Now on the Chinese one, there's no writing whatsoever, okay, on front or back, there's no writing at all. Did have this little chain on it like that as well, but this one, I'm going to try and bring it up for you. Shaving edge, right, there it is there. Let's see if we can get something in focus. I think you should be able to read that. I hope so. You can pause it if you want and read it. On the other side is that as well. Okay, you got that. Now if you look at the two, there's quite a difference in colour as well. This one's very silvery and this one's more like excuse me, got a bit of grey in it. Now I've just scraped off some bits and this old Chinese thing is hard, but as the chap said, this one is a lot softer, and it's actually saying here, it's actually saying there that this is the shaving edge. It says there shaving edge. So excuse me, here we go again. Now the other thing was, online, again, you can buy these little things, which I believe I showed on another video. Let's just do it up a little bit. Do you recall me showing you that? Buy them, only a couple of quid or something. Well, I don't know if I can turn the angle on this enough, but if you look in there, you will see one or two shiny little glittery bits. Let's see if I can get, can you see them? I think you can there. See a little, one or two little shiny glittery bits. Well, I think personally that oh, get in there. That is, keep an eye on it, it's 5 minutes that's been on now. In that, I think they've been using this Chinese stuff, scraping it off there and putting it in there, grinding it up one way or the other. But the ferrous rod seems to work alright. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That seems to go like a good one, that. Right, so I'll put some this stuff in there, and I'm not going to light it with a fire starter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat and hopefully start it with this again, because I've got some of the Doan, the proper Doan, that is in this corner here, and the other one is over here. So let's see if I can turn this so we can see something here. I think you can see that there, can't you? Let's see if I can get that to ignite with this, because and the only bits of little sparks and flashes you get is from little chunks of this good stuff that they've put in here. So you might get the old flash now and again, like, but I think that's all you're going to get. Now I'll put a fair old pile there, so let's have a look. One or two little flickers, look. Nothing at all. Oh, like a sparkler, that's about it, look. But it's certainly not, you know, it goes out as soon as you take the flame away. So what we'll do is we'll now turn around this side and we'll see what the real McCoy does, which I'm told should really flare up. There we go. Move it about, it's supposed to go all bright and everything else there. Yeah, that is. That's the one. Oh dear. See that? That's well, that answers that question, doesn't it? As you can see, it was made the tin go white and everything, but that, look, hasn't touched it. A pile of it and it ain't touched it. So there we go. So just be warned that these things that you send away for on eBay and etc., Mickey Mouse, again, made with Chinese rubbish. As I said, some Chinese stuff is good, but the bad seems to be outweighing the good of what comes out of China. Which is a shame, because I have had some good stuff from China and I've been well impressed with it, but not that impressed with that. I don't know what this one's doing. They've got a nice little glow going here. I'll turn the light off so that you can see, just for a moment, and it's still going up the side. Look, you can see it, only a little bit though. Why has it gone so dark in here? Let's put that back on. So, oh, here goes the cough again. So there it is. I think these fire starting things, I think they come from, they're made in America for the American Army, etc. See back for details. Doan Machinery and Equipment Company. But I think, I'm just trying to see, no, they haven't got. There's obviously, we've got an importer over in the UK here, and he's got some there. I think he's down Southampton or somewhere like that, Winchester. So he's in the Sussex area. So, and that, I was very surprised with that. I think it was free delivery, and it was there the next day. Absolutely brilliant. So I can't knock that for service. And now at least I know I've got the right thing. So I will now put that with me my good ferrous rod, which is that big thick one. I mean, you've only got to swipe down it once and there's sparks everywhere. This is nearly come to a rolling boil. Oh, no, that's 10 minutes, that is. Ooh, it's not very good, is it? Mind you, when you think how small the stove is, I suppose, yeah, it might not be too bad. But that stuff, yeah, I'm not that impressed with that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be emptying that out of there, and I might just for quickness I might shave some of this off and put it in there, or just so you've got a backup somewhere, like, you know. So if it's too wet and you don't want to be messing around with that, you know, if it's raining out or something, get some out of that and put your rod to it straight away just to get yourself going. Yeah, we've got a rolling boil there. 10.5 minutes that was. I've still got plenty of flame in that yet. Yep. Right. Now, let's see if I can get this off this time without knocking the burner flying. So I'm going to hold the burner, like so, and take the pot off. Put that there. There we got. You can see that a yellow flame now is on its last knockings. So I think that's about to go out. If I'm not mistaken, that's about to go out. But as I said, I don't like burning the wick, so I'll blow it out. Otherwise, all you're doing is you're just burning the wick away. You're reducing the life of the wick. So as soon as you start seeing that yellow flame, if there's something you're cooking or boiling and it ain't boiled or it's not cooked all the way through, and you're getting that yellow flame, just take it off the stove, whatever stove it's on, take it off, and you should be able to blow it out when it's at that stage. And once you've blown it out, just top it up with your meths or denatured alcohol, whatever it is you're using, and light a torch up again, and then carry on cooking or boiling your kettle up. And that way you preserve your wick. It'll last a lot longer. But I'm now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm impressed with that now, because I can get that inside the pot when I've put the rest of the pot together, which is these two. That goes in the boil pot, that goes on the top. I can get the stove, this even goes inside the pot, so I can leave that stove in there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That'll have that done. So now I can take that all as one thing in one pot, which is great. So once I've done that, I can put it in its little nest bag, and knowing that I've got all the stuff in there that I need to boil myself a little brew up. Oh God, dear, this is terrible. This is got, oh, that's cooled down a bit now. So there we go. That's sorted that out now. Now, yeah, I am pleased with that. So there we go. I don't think there's any more to do. Yeah, I did buy one of these online for my little stove here. Let's pull it out for this little. I thought, well, I've got 3 of these, but I've also got these these other ones, as you know, these oh, sorry, 8R stoves from Sweden, but that's not. That's a copy from Russia. But the flame spreader is the same. This bit on the top is virtually the same size on both of them. It's only the thread on the bottom of this that is different. So I thought, well, okay, I'll order this, and see, that come within a couple of days. That's pretty quick. £3 that cost. SH&S, British made, Birmingham. But as you can see, it's top hat, so it don't fit. I even took the spreader off on the top here, took that off to see if it would go over the spreader itself. It doesn't, so I'm hunting around trying to find one. There is a site where I have found some, but as always they want an arm and a leg. Now for something like that I'm not going to pay £34 plus your post and packaging. It's daylight robbery. So I'm not going down that road. I'm not that bothered about it. I'm quite happy with it roaring. It doesn't bother me, or as I say, like helicopter, because it sounds when it's fired up, sounds like a Chinook going. So you know, I'm not that bothered about that. But I just thought, well, if I can get one, and I see that, and I thought, oh, £3, I don't mind that. I'll send away for that. But now I know why it's £3. It's more for the it's not the Optimus, it's the Primus. That's the one that's what that's designed for, the Primus, not the Optimus, which is what these are, or the Sphere 1, 2, 3, and the Optimus over there. So anyway, that's enough rabbiting on. So there you go. I've got that little burner down to the size I want it to. I'm happy with that. I can put it all in there. I'll let this water cool off and then I'll lob it. That means straight away. And what else I can do? And then I can put that all back then. So I hope, as I say, I hope that's been informative to some of you people out there that might have had a clue that, oh yeah, that's what that. I thought that might do that or whatever, you know. And but it's now I've just confirmed it. Yes, it's no good, and yes, it's very good. So and these in here, if you want the little container, yeah, fine. But it does come with that powder in it. Well, my answer to that is you might just well throw that away, you know, the contents, because they ain't no good, they ain't doing nothing. Which proves that there, I'm left with a big bowl there and it still won't burn, so you're wasting your time. So no more for me to say other than thanks very much. Comments, remarks, as always, down below. Likes, dislikes. Yeah, please put a like or dislike, you know, or if you don't like it, rather than thumbs down, just, you know, comment on the bottom why you don't like it or something, you know. Then at least I think, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong or something. And also, there's a chap contacted me and he said, I don't know why you ain't got more subscribers. He said, because the stuff you tell on here is so informative. Well, I like to try and help out wherever I can. And as I said, there's always someone out there that knows better than you. And so if I can help someone, so be it. So please, you know, subscribe to my channel. And as I say, I haven't got many videos, I haven't got any videos of camping yet. I just been concentrating on this sort of stuff. I do a lot of leather work I make, and a bit of all messing around. But this year I'm hoping to get out camping, and hopefully my mate Russ will come with me and we can do a bit of videoing and see how it goes from there. It's private woods that I've got anyway, so there's no one else going to be over there, and it's nice, peaceful and quiet, you know. The only thing I think is over there is there might be a badger over there, might be a Charlie, which is a fox, some rabbits, pigeons, squirrels, but I usually walk around there with my gun and get rid of the vermin, like, because we rear pheasant on it as well, so I can only do a lot of my camping in the early stages before the pheasant poults are put in the release pen, and a little bit during, but I can't take the gun once the pheasants are poults are there. So I'll leave the gun at home, but you know, I can carry on camping up to the point where, you know, until we start shooting, which is, we start late because it's only a small shoot. We start November, that's when we start, or the end of October, and by the time January the 1st comes, it's all game over, all done. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm rabbiting on again, and I keep doing that. So please subscribe. I would appreciate it. As I say, I've got a lot of views, etc., but a few more comments would be great. So this is Charlie Tangu. I've been here. Ta-da.